The Bad Batch, Episode 3, The Solitary Clone. This time we're given an entire episode from the Imperial viewpoint, more specifically Crosshair. Which I gotta say, I was not expecting to get this early on in this season. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. After Governor Groton and a contingent of stormtroopers are captured on a separatist world named Desix, Admiral Rampart calls in Crosshair to join a mission to retrieve Groton and help put the planet under Imperial rule. And it's during this conversation that we also find out that Crosshair had been left on Kamino for 32 days before he was found. Even surprising Rampart, as after all of that, Crosshair still feels such loyalty to the Empire. Oh yeah, Rampart, believe me, both you and us are surprised just the same here. Crosshair's the biggest Imperial simp if I ever saw one. We then find out that he gets assigned to a squad under Commander Cody, which I have to admit, at first I wasn't completely sure it was him, due to his armor having all of the yellow elements replaced with the boring gray. Bit of a shame, but completely understandable given the Empire's dress code. Also, I was surprised myself to see stormtroopers and clone troopers living side by side on Coruscant, as back in Season 1, the stormtrooper program was still a secret thing, not something that regular clone troopers even knew about. And yet, it looks like already a month has passed and the clones have had no problem accepting their eventual replacements. Real interesting. I mean, I would have loved to see a reaction from them or something, but yeah, just saying. When Cody's squad does arrive on Desix, they're immediately met with hostile fire, having their transport shot down and losing half of their fighting force in the process. Despite this, Cody and Crosshair make do, with the clone sniper even managing to take out an AAT battle tank with one deadly shot. Oh whoa, now that was cool. And for a good chunk of the episode, we get nothing but action scenes of the clones making their way through the city, taking out clankers one by one, almost making it feel like an old school Clone Wars episode. And it was nice, and all of the action scenes I felt were real well done and appropriate, as well giving us some real cool moments, especially right at the end as Crosshair takes out a tactical droid and a room full of BX series droid commandos, which, might I add, could have even killed Crosshair early on, had it not been for Cody saving his life, a fact which I wonder if it will ever be mentioned again later on in the season. Once all the droids are down and they make their way to Groton, they find him being held hostage by a human named Tawny Ames, who's the true governor of Desix. Tawny makes it clear that she wants Desix to remain independent and not be absorbed by the Empire, only wishing for peace, something that she believes the Empire is unable to do. Cody in turn negotiates with her that she's wrong about the Empire, and if she gives Groton up, then she'll get peace and end all of the bloodshed on Desix, resulting in him convincing Tawny to let Groton go. And that's where things take a very interesting turn, with Groton ordering Cody to execute Tawny right on the spot. Naturally, Cody hesitates, but Crosshair does not, taking her out and solidifying Imperial control over Desix. Back on Coruscant, Cody has a quick word with Crosshair, telling him that the one thing that separates clones with droids is that clones actually need to live with the decisions they take, making it seem to Crosshair that Cody wasn't exactly thrilled with what happened on Desix, understandably. Now, whether this talk got Crosshair thinking about his actions or not is a topic for another time, but it doesn't take long for us to get a clear idea on where Cody stands on all of this. As the next morning, we then find out from Rampart that Cody has gone AWOL, even making a joke that every single clone that Crosshair seems to interact with, they always end up going rogue. Which, well, yeah, he ain't exactly wrong there now, is he? And there we have it, which, in my opinion, this was a very good episode. Now, as for whether all of those people who hate anything Star Wars related that doesn't have any lightsabers, Jedi, or the Force involved, that'd be a different story. But for me, with the entire focus here being a military aspect, Imperial viewpoint, no babysitting children, and seeing Crosshair and Cody do their thing was just so much fun. Like I said, it felt like an old school Clone Wars episode, just with the Empire thrown in. And I also really like the variety of clankers we see here. From battle droids, droidicas, BX commandos, to even a tactical droid, this episode had it all. And not only that, but it has also given us hope that Cody has left the Empire and could join Rex's effort in helping other clones survive and do their part against the Empire. I mean, dang, I did not see Cody defecting in his very first appearance on the show, but I am curious what will happen with him next. Especially since we don't ever see him with Rex and Rebels or any mention of him at all during the Galactic Civil War. So yeah, whether that's a good thing or not, we'll have to see. As for Crosshair, I am curious if Cody's little talk got through to him, at least a little bit. As, come on, he's gotta realize by now that the Empire has no love for him or the clones. Cody made this realization on Desix after seeing nothing but stormtroopers arriving after the clones did their part. And after that whole execution bit, yeah, he knew when to call it quits with the Empire. As for Crosshair and when will he smarten up, who knows, but either way. A great episode overall, and in my opinion, the best one of the season thus far. Sorry, not sorry. And that was my take on this episode of The Bad Batch. Let me know what you all thought about the episode in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.